Hello, welcome to the Lockdown Economy, a social non-profit initiative by the think tank Alter Contacts to help small businesses and self-employed professionals overcome the challenges of the pandemic and reactivate the economy. My name is Ramin, and today our guest is Ahmed, the founder of Tamir Ghar. Ahmed, how are you doing today?
Alhamdulillah, perfect. And thank you very much for inviting in. It's a
You're
pleasure.
welcome. You're welcome. What do you do as a business? Can you tell us more about it, please?
Definitely. Tamil Career is Pakistan's first and largest marketplace for construction and building materials. We supply building materials across Karachi now and in some cases across Pakistan. Some categories across Pakistan and majorly in Karachi. So we supply construction materials like cement, steel, paint, sanitary, electric items, and home improvement items also. Everything that is being used as a raw material in construction, we have that, be it cement, be it steel, be it blocks, be it sand, be it fresh, everything. So we supply it digitally and conventionally also, because when it comes to making your home, it is something which is very close to your heart. So sometimes you don't trust buying things online of worth over 1 million rupees, let's say for example, because we supply steel. So an average order size that we have in steel is of 0.5 million. uh, this is an average bucket size. People usually fee buying online and then paying in advance, because when we cannot which is a very common phenomenon in online business. We take uh, the money in advance. For example, let's say we are supplying umbrella steels, so you have to pay advance in umbrella steels account, and then company will line up a delivery for you within 48 hours. So in Tamil Ghar, we are basically Pakistan's first and largest marketplace for construction and building materials. So this is all about Tamil Ghar and my activities in Tamil Ghar. And I'm the co-founder for Tamil Ghar.
All right. And so when did you start this business? And is it based only in Karachi or also other parts of Pakistan?
Yeah, as I told you, it is primarily yeah. So a very nice question. Primarily, we are based in Karachi. The main problem is when you're supplying things like bulky things like cement, steel, you cannot go on cash on delivery. And when you cannot go on cash on delivery, you will always need a partner in the particular city you're operating. So in bulky things like cement, steel, and sanitary and paints, we are currently operating in Karachi. But for things like electric switches, sockets, and cables, we are supplying it across Pakistan, and we are doing cash on delivery pan Pakistan. Our primary motive is to go pan Pakistan, but we are moving it slowly because the industry is humongous. The volumes are big. This is one of the biggest industry currently in Pakistan. Construction industry is considered as one of the most important industries in Pakistan, and all other industries majorly are highly dependent on construction sector. So when we talk about construction sector, the transactions are huge. The products are bulky. You cannot uh, do cash on delivery easily. So we are majorly in Pakistan for our bulky items, and for uh, electric category and for categories that we can easily do COD, cash on delivery, we do it across Pakistan. And we started on 23rd March 2018. So it's been around a good 2.5 years that we have been in the industry, partially.
Okay, okay, that's great to hear. And so, how did the lockdown affect your business in the pandemic?
First of all, there are always two sides of a story. Starting off, when the lockdown hit, and it was in March, April, May, and mid of June. This period was very tough. The reason this period was very tough because we were getting a lot of orders, but we were not able to fulfill it. Let's say, for example, we were getting orders for renovation, we were getting order for paint, because people were in home and uh, they want they were feeling very easy to call those mazdoors, those ठेकेदार, and because people don't usually leave their family alone at home. But when the men of the family were at home, they really wanted a quick makeover of their home, a quick change of a look for their home. So they wanted several things like lights and cables and paint, but we are not able to deliver because companies were not operating uh, in that period. So we lost a major chunk of order, and we were really worried because we had a fixed cost, we had some variable cost. We didn't want people. We wanted to give them their salaries on time, so there was a huge burden on us. But after lockdown, we realized that these 4 months, that starting from August, September, October, November, and then December, and then half of Jan, we realized that the chunk of order that we lost in those 4 months, we are now getting it a multiplier effect in this, because in Pakistan, there is a construction amnesty being given to the construction sector, due to which several people are investing into the construction sector now. And because of it, there were two effects. First, the lockdown effect, where people, there are two things. When someone is making their home and someone is making their building, they will for sure start it. They will not stop because of lockdown. They will not stop due to corona, because people have already booked in those projects and they are paying it, and they are paying in different. For example, someone has bought a home, so he has to make it. Someone has booked in a high-rise project, so the builder has to make it, so people are paying for it. So in both the things, there was a multiplier effect. The 4 months of not being in the construction industry and in the lockdown, people were not making those homes. So after the lockdown, and after the micro lockdown that was being in Karachi in Pakistan, people were uh, making their home very aggressively, because they wanted, because 4 months is a very big period for a construction sector, at least, where people are not making their homes, but people want to get majority of the people, majority of the लोग वो होते हैं जो रेंट पे रह रहे होते हैं और अपना घर बना रहे होते हैं. अपना घर वो बेच चुके होते हैं, बिकॉज उनको अपनी जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है वो उसमें डालनी होती है, और वो फिर रेंट पे रह रहे होते हैं. तो उनका एक तो रेंट का वो आ रहा होता है, दूसरे वो लोग होते हैं जिन्हें घर छोड़ना होता है, और उन्होंने ये प्रॉमिस किया होता है कि वी लीव दिस होम इन 4 months. एंड नाउ द 4 months in lockdown, people were in great pressures. So the construction started very aggressively across the country, and because of the amnesty sector, construction literally boosted from 20 to 30%. So मुझे ये लगता है कि जो 4 महीने जो हमने ऑर्डर्स लूज किए, वो जो नेक्स्ट 4 months है, उसमें हमने उसको मल्टीप्लायर इफेक्ट देके अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वी हैव कवर्ड इट. So the lockdown was really tough, and then rain obviously in Karachi, in Hyderabad. So उसने बड़ी डिस्ट्रक्शन की थी. इवन हमने भी उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा फेस किया था, क्योंकि हमारी अपनी ऑफिस जो थी वो destroy हो गई थी. It was in the basement at DHA. So we have suffered a lot, first in the lockdown and then from the rain. But now, alhamdulillah, we are really satisfied from the number of orders that we are getting, the number of leads that we are generating, the number of projects that we are doing. So alhamdulillah, lockdown was a very really tough period. But after this lockdown, जो जिस level पे और those losses, not only covering those losses, but now we are into profits and we are growing and we are further reinvesting into our business, mashallah.
Very unfortunate to hear that your office was destroyed, but I'm really glad to hear that you bounced back so quickly. So, what do you think were the major findings from the lockdown for your business? What were the major things that you thought that you found out through the lockdown?
First thing that was not in our hand was primarily the lockdown, because we were not able to work. We were not able to deliver. The reason we were not able to deliver is that companies were not there. Companies were not operating. So this was the first thing that this was the major lashback that we got, that we were getting the orders but we were not able to deliver because companies are not operating. No, practically, we were also not operating for 4 months. But there were huge number of orders that we are getting from home, small orders, but eventually they were adding up to a larger sum of amount. So things that we learned is we have to ready for the pandemic. Secondly, our team in Karachi we did not have people from IBA or LAMS or CBM or Zebest or LSE. where we could train them for the online, where they were actually trained for the online uh, thing and work from home thing and work from home environment. The people that I had or my company had, they were people which we have trained. They were not very educated. They were mediocrely educated resources, where we have to train them for the work from home thing also. They were not ready for the work from home environment. They were not ready to give the 100% in the work from home environment, because जब आप देखते हैं कि वो लोग जो कि अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटीज थे, उन्हें पहले से ही वो पता था कि वर्क फ्रॉम होम कैसे करना है, उसमें कैसे सरवाइव करना है. बट वो लोग जो कि बहुत ज्यादा फेवरेबल पोजीशन में नहीं थे, फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से मेरा एक आउटडोर सेल्स का बंदा है. अब वो आउटडोर सेल्स का बंदा वो कैसे वर्क फ्रॉम होम करेगा? तो हमने उनको यूटिलाइज करने के लिए, बिकॉज वी वांटेड टू गिव देम देयर सैलरीज, तो हम चाहते थे कि वो कुछ प्रोडक्टिव भी हो. तो हमने उनको अपनी वेबसाइट के ऊपर शिफ्ट किया और अपनी वेबसाइट की प्रोडक्ट अपलोडिंग सबसे करवाई, वो सही सबसे करवाए. तो वी रियलाइज जब हमारे पास बहुत बड़े बड़े ग्रेजुएट्स नहीं होते, तो हमें हर चीज के लिए रेडी रहना चाहिए. अगर कोई बीमार है तो भी हमें उसके लिए रेडी रहना चाहिए. तो हमें अपनी स्ट्रेटेजी बहुत ही प्रोएक्टिवली चेंज करना हमने स्टार्ट किया. और हमने सोचा कि आगे आने वाले वक्तों में भी इंशाल्लाह हम बहुत ही ज्यादा प्रोएक्टिवली चीजों को लेके चलेंगे, सो दैट वी आर रेडी फॉर सच थिंग्स, वी आर रेडी फॉर अ पेंडेमिक. लेकिन एक चीज जो हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं थी, वो ये डिलीवरी नहीं थी. हम मार्केटिंग करके ऑर्डर्स तो ला सकते थे, बट उनको डिलीवर नहीं कर पा रहे थे. वी नॉट एक्चुअली एबल टू डिलीवर दिस. हमारे हाथ, तो अगर हमें काउंटर करना है तो फिर हमें अपने वेयर हाउसेस बनाने पड़ते हैं, तो फिर डिलीवरी लॉजिस्टिकल इश्यूज आ जाते हैं. तो ये चीज़ एक हमारे हाथ में नहीं थी. बट ऑन दी अदर एंड, if you look at the positive side, it was a great team building activity, because everyone was working towards a main single goal, which was improving our website, improving the way we looked, improving the way people perceive our product. So everyone was, there was a collective force टूवर्ड्स वन एक्शन. जब लॉकडाउन नहीं होता और जब चीजें नॉर्मल पे होती हैं, तो हर कोई एक डिफरेंट एफर्ट्स अपनी पुट इन कर रहा होता है. फिर एक गोल ये होता है कि कंपनी को प्रमोट किया जाए और कंपनी चल जाए. बट उस टाइम पे जो है ना, वो टीम बिल्डिंग नहीं हो रही होती, बिकॉज एवरीवन इज वर्किंग फॉर अ डिफरेंट मोटिव. वन इज वर्किंग फॉर सेल्स, वन इज वर्किंग फॉर मार्केटिंग, वन इज इन सप्लाई चेन. दे आर वर्किंग टुवर्ड्स अ वन सिंगल गोल, जो कि कंपनी चल जाए. बट इन लॉकडाउन ऑल आवर टीम वाज working towards a one single goal, which was uh, betterment of our website, betterment of our how we look, and betterment of our digital activities. So this was a positive side in the lockdown.
Yeah, it's very inspiring to hear that you were able to overcome all of these challenges. And it's true, the lockdown has really brought us all together. So you're right about that, that your team was able to look inwards maybe and work together on a single goal. Yeah. So what about your competition? Have you been looking at what your competition is doing and what it did during the lockdown, and also how your customers are doing now or during the lockdown?
Talking about the competition in lockdown, there was no competition specifically in lockdown because no one was delivering. So talking about the competition in lockdown, everyone was on the same pace that they were before the pandemic and the lockdown. So nothing changed for everyone uh, in terms of competition, because the competition was there, but they were on the same pace. No, and the thing was that no one was delivering. So no one can actually cross you. No one can actually uh, beat you in prices. No one can actually deliver better than you, because there was no delivery. But after the lockdown, there was a huge effect. People were moving online, and during the lockdown period, people were searching, people were surfing digitally, websites, finding companies from where they can purchase or buy construction materials. Same was the case. People cannot go to the shop because they were not being able to go out. So we were having an unfair advantage. We don't have any such competitions we don't have any such competitions digitally, because we're the first one and we're leading it, alhamdulillah. But our main competition is the shops, the conventional shop that exist, the roadside shop, the cement depots, the steel depots, the paint shops that are across Karachi or Pakistan or across the country. So our competition uh, was with the shops, but the competition was very stable because no one was delivering. But after the lockdown, we were having some sort of unfair advantages because people were not actually ready to go out, go on the shops and get those things delivered and check. Whereas we on our website there are over 20,000 products and people were actually going there surfing. We had a very big chunk of people surfing across our website. The volume of people actually buying and surfing on our website increased alhamdulillah after lockdown. So I guess I have told you regarding the competition.
Okay, so that means the pandemic wasn't really so bad for you after the lockdown, right?
Yeah,
It
after the
actually increased.
pandemic, yeah, after the pandemic, it was not very bad, but yes, in some things and in some position it was bad, but all in all, the effect was good, alhamdulillah, and we are growing. That's a very positive thing.
That's really great to hear. So what are your plans now in the coming few months for your business, and how's it doing right now?
In the coming few months, my plans are not actually affected by lockdown because in 2021 we had planned a major shift in our categories, not in a major expansion shift in our categories because we were only focusing on raw materials before. Now we are moving on to the home improvement items like furniture, like decoration items, and now we want to take these across Pakistan. So inshallah, our future plan is to move across Pakistan, deliver Pan Pakistan in majority of our home improvement items and decoration items and home related items specifically. So we want to expand category wise in Karachi and across Pakistan also. And we are also planning to shift cities and start our operations in also Lahore and Islamabad and Rawalpindi. So our plan is to actually shift and start at least 5 new categories and 5 new cities by the end of 2021, inshallah. And in some cases where we are going pan Pakistan, we have to start at least 3 categories that we are delivering across Pakistan, inshallah. So this is a future plan. Also raising some investment from some foreign investor. We are into the talks. We are preparing for it, and inshallah soon we'll reveal some good news for the Pakistan startup industry and inshallah for ourselves primarily.
That's really great to hear. Yeah. So, are there anything that you need help with? Can you tell us 3 things that you need help with?
First of all, a major challenge is delivering across Pakistan because we have big items, big bulky items. You cannot buy steel from Karachi and then they'll deliver it to Peshawar. You should have a big car. The first issue that we are getting is the logistical issue. Secondly, apart from the logistical issue, we are in a process of hiring a very good team, a team which is highly skillful, highly educated, and then they will further train our mediocrely educated team because when it comes to your education level, you need some good graduates to actually take your company, scale your company because the skill that they have learned during a person which is not a university graduate, but they both are of same age. You will find those university graduate more helpful and more skillful and more contributing towards your company rather than the one who is not a university graduate. But we don't want to leave them behind. We want them to include with the university graduate and both increase. We want both of them to increase and grow in our company, inshallah. So the second issue is team because the university graduates are very highly paid, and we can get a mediocrely educated person in a very good amount of money, and then we can train him and take to a different level after years. So the second issue is team, the first issue is logistics, and the third issue is uh, obviously investment, which we are raising it. So these are the 3 major challenges that we are facing, but inshallah in 2021 we'll be able to cover it, inshallah.
So it looks like you have everything under control, mashallah.
Inshallah.
So that's really good to hear. And best of luck with your ventures for
Thank
this
you very
year.
much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and it's nice to hear that everything's going good. So that's really nice.
Yeah,
And
mashallah.
thank you for your insights. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for inviting in, and
You're welcome.
I'm
It
there.
was a pleasure.
Whenever you, yeah, whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Oh, that's really sweet. So now I would just like to thank everyone who joined us today. And you can feel free to contact Ahmed using the links in the description of the video. I invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. On our channel, we have many more insights for you from many different countries and business sectors. I invite you to take a look and stay tuned.